In the heart of the jungle, where silence speaks louder than words, a tiny figure emerged from the shadows. Not lost, don't be afraid, but with a mission in her heart. A baby white tiger walking straight toward a human. She wasn't seeking food. She was seeking help. For someone she loved more than life itself. Today on Rescue Roamers, witness one of the most emotional wildlife stories ever caught on film. Because sometimes it's not us rescuing them, it's them asking to be rescued. Morning had barely broken over the Eastern Wildlife Sanctuary. The mist clung to every tree branch, every fern, as if the forest itself had not woken yet. But one creature was already moving. A white blur in the underbrush. Tiny, silent, determined. A baby white tiger, no more than a few months old. Alone yet unshaken. Her fur was damped from the night's rain, but her eyes burned with urgency. She wasn't wandering, she was heading somewhere specific. Toward a figure she'd remembered. A young man who once gave her mother water during a field study. That memory was all she had. Meet Aaron. Wildlife photographer, field medic. And today, an unwitting part of one of the most powerful rescue stories in history. He'd been tracking bird species for 3 days. Camped out alone near the cliffside edge of the reserve. He wasn't expecting company. And definitely not a tiger cub. At first, he thought it was a mistake. Maybe the cube got separated. But then she made eye contact. She didn't growl, didn't flinch, she waited. Turned, walked a few steps, and looked back. An invitation, not a threat. Aaron knew at that moment she was asking him to follow. Without a second thought, Aaron packed only what he needed: first aid, drone kit, tranquilizer gun. He didn't ask where, he just followed. The baby tiger moved with grace, but urgency, darting over roots, under branches. She never strayed fairways, waiting to be sure he was behind. 15 minutes in, the canopy grew darker, denser, and then she stopped, a soft whimper, a paw, raised and pointing. There, under a collapsed fig tree, bloodied, breathing, barely consciously, her mother. She was majestic, even in pain. Over 2 meters long, her snowy coat matted with dirt and dry blood. A large gash ran across her back, possibly a fight with another tiger, or worse, an old poacher's trap. She lifted her head weakly, recognizing Aaron. But the baby was braver. She nudged her mother, liked her, rested her head against her side. Aaron crouched slowly, no sudden moves. He studied the wound, assessed the area, then reached it for his radio. Base, I need an emergency evac. GPS locked. 1 adult tiger, critical. 1 cub, stable. The jungle was silent again. As Aaron waited for the team, he launched his drone. The footage would later go viral, showing the cub curled protectively around her mother. She didn't make a sound, she just stayed. Love, loyalty, instinct, it was all there. For 30 long minutes, Aaron and the cub protected the wounded queen from a world that didn't always understand them. But today it would. The sound of tires on gravel echoed through the forest. For team members emerged, veterinarians, trackers, and medics, tranquilizer dart in hand. One moved forward. The mother tiger barely flinched. She trusted them. They worked fast, administering fluid, wrapping wounds, lifting her gently onto a stretcher. The cub followed closely, never more than 2 feet away. Together, the mother and daughter were transported to the Wildlife Recovery Center. For the first time in days, the baby tiger finally rested, because now she knew her mother was safe. Weeks passed. The mother tiger, nicknamed Sita by the team, responded well to treatment. Her cub, named Ronnie, never left her side. Aaron had visited often, documented the entire process, built a photo essay that reached conservation circles around the world. But most importantly, he told a story. A story where a baby tiger was smarter, braver, and more emotionally aware than anyone could have imagined. A story where wildlife didn't need saving. They just needed someone to listen. Somewhere deep in the jungle, a baby tiger made a choice. To trust, to lead, to love. And that choice saved a life. At Rescue Roamers, we believe every animal has a story, and every rescue, a reason to be remembered. If this story moved you, if it reminded you that even the wildest hearts can be full of love, and help us spread these stories. Like, subscribe, share, join the Rescue Roamers family. Because out somewhere, Another story is waiting to be told. And another life is waiting to be saved.